In the world of anime, thrill plays an essential role in making the audience crave for more. Not just in the anime, even in Hollywood movies, people always prefer watching thriller movies. But what type of thriller would you choose to watch? There are numerous ways of making a thriller, and it may consist of romantic thrillers, psychological thrillers, crime thrillers, and what else. If we go on like this, we can make a long list of type of thrillers. But out of all of those amazing thriller animes, one type can make sure to make you thrilled to death, and those are zombie thrillers. Since you are here for zombie anime series, you are about to discover some of the first rated recommendations. These zombie animes are as entertaining as the other thrillers, but most of the people don't like gruesome scenes. However, you don't have to face that problem in anime because it isn't reality, they are just drawings. Still, you can relate them to original zombie anime, and that means you get to watch some of the fantastic zombie series and also no need to hold back for your weaknesses. Well then, shall we dive into the list of best zombie anime series of all time? So without any further ado, let's start with our list. On the 10th number, the anime is High School of Death. Although most of the people call it a fan service, High School of Death is arguably the best zombie anime to date. There is much similarity between western zombie shows and this anime because it has much to do with the several plot and exciting events. Instead of only focusing on the action, this anime has some pure itchy moments that will make you like it even more. Too bad it only has one season, but the first season didn't imply that the show has ended. However, fans are still hoping that it will come out someday, and the reason for it to be on this list of the best zombie anime series is its constant thrill and action. As the title indicates, the story starts in a high school where a zombie outbreak rises, and soon it will be full of zombies and girls too. Even though the school is overrun by the zombies, a few students who play a vital role in the series fight them to get out of there. As a leading person, Takashi gets them out of the school and they go all in the search of their families. When it comes to the violence, this show doesn't pull off any punches, and sometimes its fan service might seem a bit excessive, but its thrill and action will make up for it. On the 9th number, the anime is Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress is often referred to as a copy of Attack on Titan. Arguably, they both have the same plot structure, but this anime show it is in an entirely different way. The story sets in the Industrial Revolution where the monsters called Kabane attack the people and turn them into zombies. On Hinomoto Island, people build stations to protect themselves from those monsters. However, somehow the break-in of the Kabane happens from inside. Now they need to face more dangerous situations they were used to be. While the concept is 1% alike of the Attack on Titans, I think, and personally I think this anime is nowhere close to Attack on Titan. In this anime, they face undead monsters instead of giants, and this can only be dead by a weapon known as Tsurano Kuzutsu. You might experience a few similarities, but that doesn't stop them from liking this anime. And unlike many animes, this anime will make you excited right from the initial episode. While the anime grabs attention from the viewers with its action scenes, it's indeed endowed the vibe of the zombie anime. If you're thinking of watching a zombie anime with some exciting characters and anticipating plot, then you will love it for sure. On the 8th number, the anime is GYO Tokyo Fish Attack. The 75-minute OVA is an adaptation from horror manga by Junji Ito. As you can notice in the title, this show isn't about human zombies. Instead, there will be undead fish who will feed on humans. While Tokyo is under attack by these undead fish, these fish can also infect humans with their disease. Kaori, a young girl, looks for his missing boyfriend. But what makes this series more interesting is these zombie fish have metal legs that enables them to walk on the land. Now humanity needs to survive from them, which is mostly impossible. You might have heard about Walking Dead, but what about the Swimming Dead? In this thrilling OVA, you encounter some funny and horror moments, and they will be as good as that you see in the typical zombie anime. However, there are no limits to the thrill as you go through the OVA. And if you think this anime would be only scary, you will definitely get surprised because it features a romantic storyline too. On the 7th number, the anime is Zombie Lone. As you have an entirely realistic perspective of zombie anime, Zombie Lone stands apart from those. The show follows Chika and Shito who are zombies, but they do not have one life rule. To live, they must hunt down other zombies. Soon they find a girl named Michiru who has a strange ability to see the person's life force, and she can tell when someone is going to die by seeing a ring around a person's neck. Chika and Shito uses this ability of Michiru and track down the undead and praise their debt to Zombie Lone, the company that brought them back to life. Zombie Lone completely reinvents the concept of zombie anime. Usually we see zombies whose brain is dead, but it's rare to see zombies turning into zombies with their mind being active. It might even become quite the opposite of what you are expecting, I mean positively. The story is a mix of both action and comedy. I am pretty sure you will enjoy it to the fullest. Overall, it's fun zombie anime to watch, but you will also get a real zombie anime vibe when the plot situation demands. On the 6th number, the anime name is The Empire of Corpses. The Empire of Corpses is an anime film that takes a different spin of the idea in the zombie anime genre. The story sets in 18th century in England, where a scientist named Victor Frankenstein discovers a method of bringing a corpse back to life, but somehow his creation gets destroyed and he finds another method. However, this new method isn't able to bring the soul back to the body. Later, British government assigned the task to a medical student, John Watson, to obtain Victor's note. This journey includes a lot of ups and downs while facing some real challenges. Besides just involving zombie and following a survival theme, this anime takes out a mission concept and makes things way more interesting. Compared to other zombie anime, this anime storyline is unique and a lot more interesting than you expect. On the 5th number, the anime name is Seoul Station. If you watch the Korean zombie movies like Train to Busan, then Seoul Station is a must watch. It is a prequel from 2016 of that movie. The story centers around two main characters, Ye Sun, who is a runaway daughter, and her father Suk Gyu. When her father finally finds her, and as he reunites with her, a zombie epidemic breaks out in Seoul. Now they must survive in this outbreak to get back to this everyday life. Since there are only 3 main characters in this movie, it is easy to follow. The story of Seoul Station has been given 100% in Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty rare. While the anime follows the Korean storyline, it is not much different from the rest of the zombie anime, but the twist might get you for good. Its presentation aside, the characters and the animation could need some improvement, still it is worthy one. Even you get some uncomfortable scenes in the middle of the story, but the ending pulls you through it. If you are looking for a good zombie anime thriller, then this might become your choice. On the 4th number, the anime name is Corpse Princess. Corpse Princess is a decent zombie anime series with some good action scenes. The story follows Makina Hoshimura after her family got killed by the undead 7 stars. Now Makina must kill 108 other revived corpses to gain her entry to the heaven and to meet their family. But she also needs to take revenge on the 7 stars who slaughtered her whole family. However, she selects MAC-11, a machine gun, as her weapon and hunts down the revived corpses while preparing to battle the 7 stars. The anime has one hell of a cool formidable character as the main lead, and it does its best in showing her badass form. Who would you think an anime with reincarnated girl would flatter you this much? While this anime involves some good scary scenes, the characters are good enough to make you sad about their deaths. Well, at least you will get to witness all the feelings in a single zombie anime, which is pretty rare. So if you are thinking of watching it, you should do it right now. On the 3rd number, the anime name is Sankaria Undying Love. It's always good to have a spicy one in the list, and Sankaria Undying Love is such an anime. The story follows Chihiro Furuya, who has a thing for zombies. He gets fascinated by zombies and even wants to date a zombie girl. However, his dream comes true when a girl accidentally drinks a resurrection potion of the Furia mold. Soon Furia winds up falling for her, and now he must figure out how to live his life with a zombie girlfriend. Who would have thought his desire would get him this far? Unlike any anime in this list, Sankaria is a romantic comedy and horror anime with some supernatural touch. For most of the part, it looks like a comedy series, but there still are some horrifying and intense moments. And the reason it is in the list of the best zombie anime is its pure light-hearted comedy, which will keep you entertained throughout the end. You might prefer it to be darker, but considering its concept, it feels right this way. It might not be one of the thrilling and terrifying zombie anime, but romantically and hilariously, this one would be great to watch. On the 2nd number, the anime name is School Life. School Life is an anime that you will find hard at the first as a zombie anime. The story concerns a young girl, Takia Yuki, who loves her school so much. She enjoys well at school than at home, and she even joined a club named School Life. With other members as a group, they do something adorable and funny things together. But the twist bongs in as they eventually learn that they are the only survivors in the school, which is outrun by zombies. Now this cute girl needs to survive such a terrifying zombie apocalypse. Can they do it? Well, I guess you will find it once you give it a watch. The show's animation is quite unbelievable for the zombie anime, and it mostly focuses on those girls who always do funny things more cutely. But don't judge a book by its cover. Even though you can't find some horrifying scenes, some intense scenes follow the tail of the funny scenes. It always seems interesting how they end up covering a funny moment into an intense one, and you get to watch it from the quite different perspective than the rest of the zombie animes on this list. On the first number, the anime name is Sunday Without God. Most of the zombie anime show takes place in a familiar world like ours, but Sunday Without God takes place in a fantasy world with quite a mystery and supernatural themes. In this fantasy world, humans can no longer procreate or die. The reason for all of this is that God abandoned his job of creation, and he created gravekeepers who give a proper burial to the dead. But the dead walk just like humans and I. The protagonist of the series is a gravekeeper who decides to accompany a mysterious man after a strange incident. However, her journey, a lot of challenges and turns out to be an exciting one. As I mentioned above, the setting of this anime takes place in a fantasy world. And most interestingly, the version of the zombie is different from that of the typical zombie anime. But the foremost rule of the zombie is the same, and this series operates on it. The people who die in the series still exist and without signs of any decay. Most of the animes it keep you entertained with some intense situations. Character design is decent enough for the fantasy zombie anime. And the most important thing about this show is it gives every aspect a time to shine. Well, if you are looking for some fantasy zombie anime, then this one is for you. And there you go, the best list of thrilling zombie anime is here. From the list, and remember this list was not ranked. And if you will ask me which is the best one, I would say Kabaneri the Iron Fortress is pretty much better than the other ones. But make sure you select that one according to your taste, since even the best one might end up being disliked by some people. Well, what do you think about this list? Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.